We are so excited. I guess we got to start the video first, hey?
Yeah, gotta welcome the peeps. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to our channel.
Today, we are very, very, very excited to be hiking into Egypt Lake in Banff National Park. We do a lot of hiking in the Canadian Rockies, and this is one of our very, very favorite hikes. So we actually cannot wait to show it to you guys because from the moment we left last time, we've been talking about coming back. It's just that amazing.
And be sure to stay tuned until the end because we're gonna share 5 of our favorite backcountry items that we don't go camping without.
For those of you who don't know us, I'm Kaylee.
I'm David.
And we run a travel and adventure blog called Made to Explore. We are passionate about activities that get you outside and off the beaten path. We've got a ton of van life content and a lot of hiking.
Kaylee and I first did this hike about 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3
years ago. And we loved it. The views are phenomenal. It starts off by Sunshine Village, which is just inside Banff National Park, just outside of Banff.
If you already noticed, we're in a gondola.
Yeah.
So there's 2 options to start this hike. One, you can hike up Healy Creek Trail from the Sunshine parking lot. This route is 13 kilometers and 890 meters of elevation gain. Number 2, you can cheat a little bit and pay $41 each to ride up the gondola to Sunshine Village.
Which is honestly pretty steep, but you do save a lot in elevation, which is the hardest part of hiking, especially when you have a 40-pound pack.
Yes.
Hopefully there's no snow on those hikes too.
Fingers crossed. So after this 1,070 meter boost from the Sunshine Gondola, you're gonna wanna take a hard right and begin hiking towards Simpson Pass.
One of the best parts about this hike, and in particular taking the gondola up to the base of Sunshine Village, and then hiking up Wawa, for people who are like, that's a weird word to say. Wawa is the name of the chair at Sunshine, and that's what I call it, because this is like the ski part, is the fact that you spend so much time up in the Alpine with the flowers in bloom, hopefully, if you come in July. It's just beautiful and the views are phenomenal. Whereas on most hikes, you would start in the forest and hike along creeks, and the views don't get good until the top, but this hike is, honestly, there's views almost the whole way, which is so nice.
In total, this hike from the top of the gondola to Egypt Lake Campground is 12.4 kilometers with 585 meters of elevation gain.
This is a Friday and we left after work, aka we better get a move on. So we gotta set up camp, and nobody likes setting up camp in the dark.
I think we might be setting up camp in the dark.
This is Kaylee and I's first overnight hike of the year together. Last weekend I did Ribbon Lake on my own. Earlier this week, actually like in the middle of the week, she hiked into Glacier Lake with a friend. And both of those hikes are also on the Canadian Rockies guide. Also, on Tuesday, Kaylee hiked into
Miss Mountain Hot Springs. Saw a mama bear and 4 cubs on the drive out. It was so cool.
So that's in the Highwood Pass, and that place is known for not only grizzlies, but lots of wildlife. And only set of hot springs in Kananaskis, and they just look out over the mountain. They're like on the side of a mountain, and that's also in the Rockies guide. So what I am trying to get at is think about checking out our Rockies guide. We'll link it below and at the end of this video.
Our Rockies guide is 98 pages long, and it includes all of our favorite day hikes, backpacking trips, lakes, waterfalls, activities, viewpoints, and natural hot springs in the Rockies. It covers Banff, Jasper, Yoho, Kootenay, and Kananaskis, and we just updated it for the 2023 season, so we cannot wait to share it with you. The views from the top of Simpson Pass are incredible, and then we began the downhill journey to meet up with Healy Creek Trail. There is 1 million fallen trees along this pathway, so just beware. The fallen trees really slowed us down in this section. They were honestly pretty brutal until we got down to the meadow. From there, we hiked uphill to Healy Pass and had a snack where we were able to enjoy the sunset and the beautiful views.
It is about 9:30. We just made it to Healy Pass and we have about 3K to go, which is not too bad. The bugs are brutal. Last time we hiked into here, we were getting eaten alive by mosquitoes too. You can see like the sun is setting behind us and it's beautiful. We just stopped and took a bunch of photos, but you can see the waterfall, and then below the waterfall there is Egypt Lake. So it's all kind of downhill from here. And yeah, hopefully we get there pretty soon, set up camp, and get out of these bugs, pretty much is the plan. So.
Morning. We got to camp at about 11:30, 11:15.
Yeah.
But then went directly to bed.
Yeah, a couple things we need to fill you guys in on. This campsite it's not located in like the best spot. It's not right on the lake. It's not right on the creek. It's kind of in between, so your water source is a little bit far away. They've located the eating area and the lockers like quite far away from the camping area, which is good to be bear aware and stuff, but
it's kind of annoying.
Not all backcountry campgrounds are like that, so.
There was also a lot of fallen trees on the trail, which really slowed us down. Like big trees you had to like climb over, go under. So today, what peak are we hiking? There's so many hikes to do around here. It's crazy.
Yeah, decisions.
But first, breakfast.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's so hot.
All right, breakfast is
Oatmeal. We make our little packets beforehand and just makes it super easy.
put like cinnamon, peanut butter, pumpkin seeds, raisin, really anything you want inside. Finished breakfast, packed up, and we are heading up to Pharaoh Peak. It's a couple kilometers to Egypt Lake, and then we're gonna hike up towards Scarab Lake, and then from there we're gonna go up to Pharaoh Peak. I think it's gonna be about 8 kilometers round trip and about 700 meters of elevation gain. That is Pharaoh Peak.
It looks very intimidating.
Super intimidating, but we can do it.
We can do it. Last time we were here, we hiked up to the Sphinx, which actually begins on the same trail as we are taking today. It branches off at Scarab Lake, and from the top you have impressive views over Mummy and Scarab Lakes. This hike is 7.8 kilometers round trip from the campground with 500 meters of elevation gain, so it is a little bit easier than the hike to Pharaoh Peak. Okay, so we got to this viewpoint, which we remember being fairly short into the hike last time. This trail is very overgrown. Like there's trees fallen all over the path. It's kind of hard to follow. It was not like that last time we came. Would you recommend coming right now?
Probably not, but Parks Canada is just super behind on their maintenance because they've been so short-staffed, and I don't know. It's just, it's hard to be mad about it because everyone's struggled the last couple years, but yeah, I would probably wait a little while. It is 2022, so I would probably wait until August 2023 at least to do this hike.
Yeah, hopefully it's cleaned up by then, because it's like, honestly, it's taking like twice as long as it should to do anything because we're spending so much time climbing over and under trees.
It's not just
For some reference.
It's just not a small tree that's come down across the trail. It's like shit like this.
And there's hundreds.
Yeah.
But it's so pretty, and literally we're the only people on the trail. So pros and cons. So after arriving at Scarab Lake, which this section of the hike is 2.5 kilometers and 230 meters of elevation gain, we took a quick detour to one of our all-time favorite spots in the Rockies. So from the shore of Scarab Lake, there is a small trail that follows a creek to your left. This will take you to the top of Scarab Falls, and you guys, it is wild here. From here, you can see down over the falls to Egypt Lake, and it is just spectacular. I hope this goes without saying, but be super careful here. The waterfall is very powerful, so don't go in the water, and you definitely want to keep your distance from the edge. After that, we backtracked just a few hundred meters to find the trail that goes up to Pharaoh Peak. In the last 1.4 kilometers to get up to the top, you gain about 460 meters of elevation. It is all on loose rock, and it is a grind, you guys. So make sure to bring poles, snacks, water, electrolytes if it's hot, and take lots of breaks as you need them. Once you get to the top, it is all worth the effort. You can see Egypt, Scarab, and Mummy Lakes from up there, and oh, it's just got to be one of our all-time favorite views in all of Banff. It is so beautiful. Okay, so it was quite cold at the top of Pharaoh Peak, but on the way down, the sun came back out and we were like dying. So we made our way to the lake. We're going in.
All right, so what time is it, actually?
8:55.
It's 8. That's reasonable. Okay, we're in the tent. It's 8:55. We hiked a ton today. We went over so many logs. Pharaoh Peak kicked our ass. Then we went swimming in Scarab Lake, which was painfully cold, personally.
Just like such a quick recap of our day.
And now we're chilling in the tent after having a bite to eat down at the picnic tables because the mosquitoes are
So
pretty bad. So we're just gonna play a little bit of crib and enjoy a drink and
then go to bed.
And then go to bed.
We'll see you guys in the morning. Night night.
Bye. All right, pack out day. The mosquitoes are freaking brutal.
They're so bad.
And yeah, so there's nothing you can do. They will get you. No,
They
I'm
don't
just
seem
kidding.
to be able to
But
get through the rain jacket.
Bring like a raincoat because they can't really get you that, and good bug spray. So this is our campsite. Ta-da! It's pretty nice. Actually, all the campsites here are honestly pretty nice.
Yeah.
So
we've got 3 kilometers of uphill. Pretty bad, like trees falling, it's steep. But then the rest of the way down should be okay.
yeah, we're going out Healy Creek all the way back to Sunshine Village. So
Ugh.
time to get a move on. Look at these. You can like see them. They're like swarming. We need to get a move on.
Bye.
Getting out of here. If you want to try to escape the bugs, come down to this creek. This is where you can kind of do dishes, fill up your water, all that stuff. But there's a bit of a breeze that kind of comes through here since there's less trees, and it tends to keep the bugs away a bit better. So
And it's pretty.
little tip, and it's pretty.
So from the Egypt Lake Campground, we hiked back the way we came through Healy Pass, but we branched off at Healy Creek Trail. This takes you all the way back to your vehicle without having to take the gondola, and it's downhill the whole way from Healy Pass. In total, this hike is 13 kilometers with 350 meters of elevation gain.
We made it all the way back. We are so close to the parking lot, and we're both pretty tired. So wouldn't recommend this hike for people just getting into backcountry camping probably. The Healy Creek Trail on the way back is quite a slog. There's not a lot of views, it's just right along a creek bottom. If you want to break up that hike though, there is a campground that you can go to that's about halfway between Sunshine Village parking lot and Healy Pass at the top there. Without further ado, our 5 items that we don't go into the backcountry without.
These are not like 10 essential items, like you always need to make sure you have shelter, water, like all these things. These are just things that make our trips better.
Yeah. Number 1 is gonna be a jet boil. So we've had our jet boil for probably like 4 or 5 years now actually, and it's held up super well. It boils water very quickly. It's very fuel efficient. Number 2 is gonna be the Philo. It's about 40 to 50 bucks. They come in different sizes, but what it is a pillow that you can fill with air, like a regular backcountry pillow, but it has memory foam on top, which makes it much more comfortable, much more quiet. It packs down fairly lightweight.
It is worth the money. You sleep so much better. It's like a noticeably better sleep with this pillow.
Next up is our water filter. So we use a Hydro Blue water filter. Just recently got it last year. It's a 10-liter bag. It packs down super small. We've gone through a couple different kinds of water filters, and this is probably the easiest one to use and good quality.
Next on the list is a hammock. We bring a hammock in every time we go into the backcountry. David doesn't always use it, but I always use it.
While I'm fishing, Kaylee's chilling in the hammock reading a book.
Yeah, it's just so nice to have somewhere, like a lot of people bring in chairs. We don't usually bring in chairs, we just bring in a hammock and you can hang out in there. It's great. number 5 on the list, we just got really excited because we could see the parking lot. Quickly, number 5 on the list is a washcloth. It's just really nice to have in the mornings and at night to wash your face and your hands. We just boil a little bit of water and it actually like makes our night better before we go to bed.
All you need is a small microfiber towel. We'll link it below. They dry out really quick inside the tent or outside the tent.
That wraps it up.
That wraps it up. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like the Egypt Lake hike.
If you like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you around for more of our adventures.
And check out our Canadian Rockies guide if you haven't already.
Yes, we will link that below.
See you in the next one.
See you next week.